my son. I have not doubted you to do what you have seen fit since that day that you walked away from me.
And I just walk up to him, super straight faced, look at each of them individually, one after another, and I just go, so how do we all feel about regicide?
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, I felt like that was a pretty straightforward question.
Explain?
Well, basically, one of the members of our group here has had a issue with, shall we say, some shadowy folks who he works for in order to get contracts handled, and we just got the details of the current contract that he has been put up for, and it's a little bit more high target than we are used to dealing with. So figured everybody should be on the up and up about what's going on here, before we get too much farther into this whole assassination deal,
Mr. Kaze? Mr. Kaze?
Yep.
I already agreed to help you, friend. I do have a favor I'd like to ask in return. We'd like to maybe stay here for a little while. The exterminators are not done with our apartment yet.
I see.
Oh, what the heck. In the interest of being honest in front of Mr. Loki here, my current employer. Oh,
it's just me with you guys.
Go get him.
In the interest of full disclosure, I have a former associate who I'd rather not see, who has found me. So if you and your friends can help me with that, with like a place to lay low and maybe some backup if the time comes, I'll help with this and keep my mouth shut.
Spider, Otto, anybody else have any?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair, man. I mean, if that's the case, gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep. Good luck with the regicide.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You need a bottle of water for the road or anything? I mean, it's a little hot today.
Nope. I'll live.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay. Yep. All right.
Hey, Otto.
Yeah. What's up? Bear?
Mr. Gray saw your kid.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Yes. And I'm willing to possibly help you out with Mr. Gray. But regicide doesn't have anything to do with Mr. Gray. So you guys got it from here. Just let me know when Mr. Gray pops up and I'll give him a little 1-2. I'm gonna go make sure my kid is okay. Yeah, all right. This was fun. Yeah, bye. Otto just goes to casually stroll out of the base.
Okay, so Otto, on your way out of Jotunheim, two guys with AKs and blue armbands will step in front of you and just hold up their hands.
Please?
You gotta wait.
For?
You just gotta wait.
Alright, well, I tried. Just walk back into the building. Alright! Let's go kill a king. What's the plan?
All right, at this point, Loki will
will enter the room.
Are you bringing guards with you or no?
Yes,
Okay.
a
So
lot
you've
of
got
them.
two more guys that come into the room with the armbands and AKs.
How to approach the situation? Kaze, first off, thank you very much for doing the express thing that I asked you to not do. You have put everyone here in danger. You have jeopardized this entire operation. Great job on that. I can't express enough how appreciative I am of everything you've just done in the last 5 minutes. This is sarcasm if you haven't picked up on that. You three, who I don't know, congratulations, you have just been roped into something that I never wanted to be involved in. I really hate to do this, but now that you have this information, I can't just let all of you leave. I don't know really what Zero wants to do here, and we're gonna have to discuss that with him. In fact, I'll talk to one of the guards. Can you please go get Mr. Zero and have him join us?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a couple of guys go and get Zero. Unfortunately, the rest of you are going to be required to see all this through, because that's the only way that I can really make sure that we are all invested on this on the same level. My eyes and ears are everywhere. They're going to be with you the entire time, so don't even think about any kind of double cross shenanigans. The three of you, I don't really know what to make of you. All I really know is that Amaging vouched for you, and he's my buddy. However, you did bring some kind of corp helicopter security thing to us, so I don't really know. Like what to make of that. I'm not sure how much I can trust you. I don't like this situation at all, to be perfectly honest. And yeah, so I mean, you're gonna have to do this, and you'll have the same thing invested in the same amount of risk as the rest of us. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, not really sorry. So we'll wait for Zero and see what he has to say about this job. If he wants to go through it, if he wants to try to do the other thing, that's up to him.
Okay,
So while this conversation's going on, Zero, there's a pounding on your door.
I've only been working on this thing for like 5 minutes. So I don't know what's the I'm coming.
Zero, hey buddy, hey Chummer, we need to talk.
All right. Can't work in peace anymore. All right, I'm gonna open the door.
Hey Jay, hey Chummer, hey, let's just go in here and talk. Hey, how you been? Everything
Well,
good?
you're real sweaty. You're not on the fun stuff, are you?
No. What makes you say that? No, I'm fine.
Great.
How are you?
What's up? I'm busy, but
I know. Hey, let me. What are you working on here? What's all this here?
it's you didn't know about the gun? I got like this cool gun.
Yeah. Loki told me. Yeah, let me look at that. Like I've never seen anything like that. While I'm like overlooking it, is the bullet sitting there with the gun?
No, just the gun is.
Oh, yeah. This looks really high tech. I heard there's a bullet too. I really want to see that. That's really piquing my interest right now.
Can I like sense motive or something? I don't know why he's so interested in my work all of a sudden.
You can roll your intelligence. He seems really jittery, overly anxious, frightened even, maybe a little bit.
Okay, cool. I'm going to, because I forget. I think I put it in like one of my pouches or something.
Yeah, well, you still have it in the in its
in the
original
case.
like case that it came in.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, it's actually really interesting. I was wondering if you knew a little bit about if it's got some like I don't know magical properties or something. And I'm opening it up.
That's exactly what I was interested in. I'm gonna slowly open the thing, and then I'm going to sense it.
Okay. It does not give off a magical aura.
Huh. Yeah. So what do you know about the guy that you're supposed to use this on?
He's really important, and I need like that big thing. And I point at them. I forgot what the name. We didn't get a name for it. But
Nope,
the gun,
you call it
the
whatever
big
you
gun,
want.
the big
gun.
mamma jamma.
Yeah. That thing.
Really excited to shoot it, but I kind of got some conflicting feelings.
Yeah. I would too.
So midway through this conversation that you're having, you'll have another pounding, knocking on your door.
Oh, yeah, okay, right. I suppose we need to talk to others.
I'm gonna hide the bullet and then like kind of step in front of the gun to try to cover it with my small body.
Your small
Just gotta,
body
like-
does not cover the gun.
It's huge.
It looks very
yeah.
awkward from you trying to do this.
I'm like cracking the door. Hey, what's up?
Sure. You see one of the Jotunheim lieutenants has he's got his blue armband on and everything, and he's like, Mr. Loki would like to see you downstairs, please, with the rest of everybody else.
Yeah, sure thing. We'll be out in 1 sec.
Okay.
Oh, we have 3 new guests, by the way. Bear, Spider, and what's his name? Otto. That's it. That's Otto.
Okay. Surprised we haven't been introduced.
Oh no, you'll be introduced. They're gonna help with this. Hey, can I borrow this for a little bit? I just examine it.
The one bullet.
You only have one.
You
only have one.
It's not gonna leave the compound. I promise. I just need to.
What is going on with you?
Nothing. Yeah. Let's go talk to them.
You were doing some weird pantomime act as soon as I started going for the door.
Well, yeah, they don't know about that. We don't want them to know about all of this. Yeah, we don't really want anyone to know about.
Everyone is so cagey. I just don't.
All of this.
We're a team here. Okay. Can you just at least like put in the case or something? Like.
Oh no, it'll stay in the. It'll stay right here. I'm gonna stick it in my pocket.
Is it like a big box? Like one of those like heavily like dampened boxes?
It's like this.
So he's just putting a brick in his.
Yeah, he's like putting a brick in his shirt.
Real subtle. Okay, cool. Yeah, all right. You are now the keeper of the bullet.
Oh, I'll take real good care of it, and I'll really examine it.
Okay, sounds. What is going on here?
We should go.
And we leave.
Okay. So it takes a few minutes, Loki, and then both Amaging and Zero come down to join everybody else in this common area.
Gentlemen, come, sit down, please. So, we have had some developments. Zero, I'm not sure if you've been informed about the nature of your target. Has that information been presented to you? Because apparently it's been presented to everybody else, despite my original wishes and intentions. Yes, thank you again for that, Kaze. You keep doing you, buddy.
Above table, was I presented this information?
No.
Okay.
You've been in your room for the past 24 hours.
I heard he's pretty important.
Yeah, it's a member of the royal family. It's a prince.
Like a music group?
No, like actual prince, like a prince of the tier, actual royalty. So essentially what you're doing is you're assassinating a member of the royal family of the tier. If somehow you get caught or this gets found out or anyway, we're probably going to be hunted by an entire nation of elves, just FYI. So you got a decision to make. Do you actually want to go through with this, or do you want to try to maybe contact this person and let him know about the plan and see what's what? Maybe he can help you with your other problem. I don't really know. It's entirely up to you. I'm just sort of beside myself. I don't even know what to think about this situation anymore. So I'll leave what you want to do up to you, and then.
Okay. So everyone else sees that there is like a weird lack of reaction from Zero, and Zero is taken aback from this because he just remembers like his upbringing and this being kind of a norm. But it's bringing up in normal conversation. This is like, oh yeah, we're not supposed to usually talk about this. Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's the exact same thing I said.
Yeah, in so few words, I'm sure. So here's the thing. I was thinking about it, and I don't know who the hell is running the show at this point. I don't know if I deal with this character, deal with the ensuing war that would probably occur. I don't know if it's just going to keep going. I'm going to have to take out this guy, that guy. I haven't really expressed where I'm coming from with all this, but needless to say, I'm kind of tired of it. You guys mind if I smoke?
I don't care what you do, buddy.
Okay, I'm finally gonna light up my cigar that I've had since before this campaign started. That I've had. All right, so they gave me a really cool gun. I was really excited about it, and that complicates things like a lot. Hey, by the way, new faces? Zero, hello, hi. You worked with Amaging.
Yep.
Cool guy.
Oh yeah, these are the guys that had the whole helicopter thing happen. Yeah, that was them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's a whole other thing. You know, we also at some point we got to talk about the Kevin incident. Like, we have not addressed this in the slightest, and it's looming over my head. Anyway, welcome.
Kevin?
Who's Kevin?
Ooh, that's a whole other story for another day, pal. But for now, for this today, we only have. Anyway, yeah. So I'm conflicted about starting a war, but in all honesty, I kind of just want to get this over with, and then after that, that's a whole other story, folks. But nope, I'm actually gonna, for once in my character's life, gonna not share this confidential information. We got a lot of work ahead of us after this, so I just want to get this over with, take this guy out. If something else occurs in which it's more profitable for us to not kill him, is there any reason we wouldn't want to kill this guy? I mean, other than starting a war.
Yeah, I mean the whole it's
Hunted
a prince
for life
thing, and yeah,
Life.
that thing. What Otto said,
Yeah.
that all that sort of stuff is kind of a big downside of the whole thing. But I mean, hey, it's your show, buddy. You go ahead and do whatever you think is right here.
Okay. Have any of you guys been talked to about compensation?
Oh yeah, there's no compensation for this.
We agreed to do this as a favor to our current employer, Mr.
Agreed is a
Loki.
strong word. Agreed is a strong word.
I mean, unless you want to pay them out of your own pocket, Zero, you're welcome to do that. I mean, I don't have any money to pay them because this isn't a job that we are going to get paid for. So usually that's how it works: is we do a job that we get paid for, and then everybody gets paid.
I understand how jobs work. Thank you. No,
well, I mean,
appreciate it.
It didn't seem like it with what you just
okay
expressed to me just
we
now.
have to have a talk about your attitude at some point. It is.
No, you know what? We don't have to have a talk about anything. You guys all have to have a talk about how you're going to figure this out, because I am absolutely done with this entire situation. You guys go ahead and figure it out. I'm going to go do me for a little bit, and I'm going to leave and walk out the door and leave all the guards in there with you guys.
Okay.
Productive.
Mr. Zero,
That's me.
you got another one of those cigars?
Ooh. Do I, GM? Do I?
Yeah. You got a little
There
pack.
you go.
Zero, I have an honest question for you.
Hey.
We've run a lot of shadows so far together. I like to think that we've built up a friendship over the time that we've been here. Why are we killing this guy? For what purpose for you are we doing this? Because speaking from a personal experience case scenario, one more job is never one more job. Why do you think I live in the Barrens? It's definitely not by choice. It's because one more job leads to one more job, leads to one more job, that inevitably goes south. And then you're left on your own at that point. I managed to find this group and find you guys and make a living down here because I had to. But we're here presenting you with an opportunity to not have to do that. And you know that you're going to have a support structure that's going to back you up. And with how we're set up and with the things that we've planned out, we're still going to support you either way, regardless of what we end up doing here. But from the brief exchange that we've had with the new information that's been given to us, you don't exactly seem too psyched about this whole plan. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm not particularly psyched about this whole plan due to the long-term ramifications that we're looking at outside of just, doing once again what this shadowy organization is wanting you to do. And I don't think that that's fair to you. So I just want to put my 2 cents out there because I want to make sure that we are all on the same page here. And like I said, I'm going to back you up either way. But I want to make sure that you're doing this for you and not you're doing this for them. Because to be perfectly honest, them.
Well, that was, I appreciate it. You bring up a good point. I've been doing this for basically my entire life, and I haven't really had a say in the matter. So I kind of assumed that this was going to be another one of those. Here's the plan. Pull the trigger.
But prior to this, you've never had us here backing you up, supporting you, and giving you a say in the plan.
Right. Well, if this person is as influential as they appear to be, the difference I see, there are 2 outcomes I see. One, we take this guy out, we have an entire country and then some after us that we can see coming.
Yes.
The other scenario, we don't do this job, and we could be hunted by an organization that we can't see coming.
Absolutely. And on top of that, it's not like they haven't already been trying to kill you as it is. It's not like this is disrupting the status quo for you with how your standing is with the organization currently. I mean, how many mind-controlled assassins have we helped to keep off of you and, already helped you fight this far into our mission, It's not like that's going to change anything. The only thing that's going to change now is that we have we may have somebody who can actually help us have a better chance at stopping this forever.
You really think so?
I do. And if you decide not to do this, and we go and tell and we try to get in there to go talk with the prince, and we try to tell him what's going on, I'll be in that room with you. If we find out where these people are operating out of, and we find out where your dad is, and we got to go face to face it with him, I'm going to be right there next to you. That's not going to change. And if you decide that you want to take this shot on this guy, I'll be driving the bike, and you'll be strapped on my back when you do it.
Wow.
But what I want to make sure is that you're doing this for you.
I don't know if I've ever done anything for me before. That
Never been a better time to start, my friend.
Yeah, this whole freedom thing's a little bit of a newer concept. You know, at this point, we're not changing what I'm being shot at with. We're just changing who pulls the trigger. You think we have a shot at talking to this fellow?
I mean, we got Archer Steele in our back pocket, who already has a reservation at the hotel. We've got the easiest in we could possibly ask for.
That we do, assuming she kind of stormed off kind of suddenly there. I don't know.
Don't worry about Loki.
Oh.
Loki will be fine. If we listen, I could tell you right now, if we present this to Loki as, guess what, we're not going to kill the prince, he's going to have a good day for the rest of the day today, because that is a innumerable number of things off of his plate that he's no longer going to have to worry about.
That guy just needs a good day. That guy needs a break.
He really does.
Wound up. I mean, I'm happy for him. They decided to take like a yes,
question.
Hey,
Hand in the back.
Hi.
So like,
Hi, caller. What's your name?
Yeah. So like, do we die if you guys don't choose? So Loki pretty much said like, hey, we're kind of in it.
Oh, that's a good question.
So like, are we like?
Do we just want to kill these guys? Zero, what do you think? Should we just kill these guys?
If that's the exchange we gotta make.
No, Otto, we're not gonna kill.
I don't know. I've just met you people. I don't know. I'm just.
We have fun around here, Otto. All right, we have fun around.
At this point, I look at the guards with the AKs. I'm like, scram! You're making people nervous.
Kick rocks.
They just step outside the doors.
All right, fair enough.
Otto, we're not gonna keep you here against your will. If you want to leave, you can leave.
I was literally held at gunpoint.
I understand what Loki's got going on. Loki's got Loki stuff going on, all right? But if you want to go, I will go with you and make sure that the guards let you out. We're not going to make you do anything that you don't want to do here. That's never going to be the case. We're all about making sure that people can do what they want. Hence this whole conversation I just had with Zero that you were here for, you know? We just want to make people be able to do the things that they want to do. That's what we're here to try to help. Bear, saw you had your hand up too. How's it going, man? What's going on?
Thank you.
First time, long time.
So Zero. Regardless of what you choose to do, I got your back because this is a great cigar. That's all it takes. I'm a cheap date. You throw some whiskey my way, and I'm your friend for life.
Also, I would like to say, Bear, the thing that we had previously talked about, this doesn't change anything. If we decide to not assassinate the target, you're still welcome here while the exterminators are working in the apartment, and we'll start looking into what we can do to help you out as well.
Mr. Kaze, you are truly an honorable man, and I appreciate that. As far as talking to this prince, Loki seems to be having a very bad day, and I don't know if we should bother him with this. So perhaps a compromise. Spider and I clean up real well, and I can be persuasive and gregarious when the situation requires. Why don't we try to talk to the guy? And if worst comes to worst, we find another way for Zero to take the shot. It won't be at the docks, but maybe we can find another way to, I don't want to say the R word anymore.
Rocket?
Yes, rocket. I don't want to say rocket. Why would I not want to say rocket?
Did you say that before?
No. Why would I even say rocket?
I think
I don't know.
We should talk to this guy is what I'm getting at. The other word I was thinking of was eradicate, but that's not. Pretty sure that's not.
Give me an hour to change. I mean, when's the guy coming in?
When is the guy coming in?
We're still like multiple days out.
You have 2 days.
Okay.
You have 2
Yeah,
days.
2
we have
days.
2
Okay.
days.
Okay. how hard would it be to get a language chip for the Elvish language?
Very. It's not widely spoken. It's only spoken in 2 nations, and even then, it's spoken in like closed doors. So it's not a widely acceptable language. And if you do get any linguisofts that have it, you're not getting it above rating 2.
What are the odds that any of our 3 elven compatriots speak Elvish?
Very, very slim.
Okay, fair enough. Just thought I'd ask.
Just because they're elves, making assumptions.
Hey, man, I'm a human. I don't know what you want from me. All right.
I would like to ask. We're discussing talking our way out of it, which I'm all for. Absolutely all for. But I mean, if this organization that's asking you and us by extension to do this job, if they get wind of it, what's to stop them from just killing us all as soon as we get to the hotel?
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, for the past, I don't know, couple months, I just assume they can hear everything I'm saying. So we probably already know.
Oh, so they could orbital strike us.
Oh yeah, at any point.
That doesn't make me feel any better at all. In fact,
at this point, they could have literally killed us at any chance that they ever really wanted to. So if they get wind of it, there's nothing that would change than what has been essentially the status quo from us for the last 2 months anyway.
Welcome aboard.
No, that's fine. I have no problem with that because we have our own little bug problem. So death is probably a pretty high priority for me anyway on the daily. Might as well have fun while I'm doing it.
See it all?
Like the attitude.
Pass cigar over to Spider.
Otto, you want a cigar? You're looking a little.
Otto, you seem concerned and on edge, buddy. How's it going? What's going on? Talk to us,
It seems that I am the only one that isn't wanted by some higher power.
But you are.
Dark mysterious organization
and or being. Get involved in both of these wanted people. Do you guys have free space here at Jotunheim?
I mean, we got cots. Yeah,
hang on.
Some cots.
Yes, Loki.
Oh, I'm just saying, I'm also not wanted by any mysterious organization yet.
All right,
and I'm trying really hard to keep it that way.
Back to how Otto has been drawn into now 2 shadowy
webs of intrigue
organizations that are possibly after him now.
So yeah, you guys mind if I move in? I guess because I got a place, but it's not. I don't feel too safe having my kid out there by himself now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that we can. I'm sure that we can get robes in your kid's size. We got white sneakers on the way.
Isn't this also the first time that both Kaze and Zero would be hearing that Otto has a child?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Cool.
Hey, you can stay in my room. Actually, we should actually probably go there now. I'm gonna grab Otto. Yeah, let's go in here. I'll give you the tour.
No, God, take me on a date first. Okay.
Yeah, geez, Amaging seems a little too excited about just showing
I'm like leaning over to Kaze. Guys got a kid?
I guess so.
That is messy.
I'm saying, but there's worse places to raise a kid than this, wonderful welcoming compound that Loki set up here. I'm sure nothing bad could come of that.
It's fortified. We got armed guards. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think the kids watched
Don't say it. Don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud.
You're
not allowed to. We're not allowed to talk about Coral Combat Mage inside the compound anymore. You know this.
Yeah.
Amaging and Otto, as you both slink away out of the meeting room, please both of you roll me some perception.
God, I shouldn't have said the cursed word.
Oh.
Carl
It's just an open
shows
test.
up.
It's like Voldemort, dude.
Highest you can roll.
It's like Candyman. You say his name 3 times in the mirror, he appears behind you.
If you say it too many times, Coral Combat Mage will come out of the mirrors.
I got an 11.
I got 16.
Okay. Everything's fine. Yes, Bear.
As they're walking out, I'll call to Otto. Do you want me to go get your kid and bring him here?
I'm just planning on taking everything. So like after this little intervention, we go together and I can go grab all my stuff.
Okay, I can send the car to get him now so he's safe, and then you get your stuff later.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, like do that.
Does he have a phone? Can you contact him?
He has a message.
Can I control what the morph is on the license plate?
If you're in the car, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna set the license plate to the car to Karma, and then send the car to the location that Otto gives me to pick up his kid.
Okay.
With the auto nav.
Bye car.
I'll shoot Karma a text. Be like, hey,
Zoo.
Get in the car that says your name on it.
Get in the car that says your name on it.
This is your dad.
Yes. Very trustworthy.
We even labeled the car.
This is, you might as well have written on the side of it, not a trap. Yeah, it would have been great.
Free candy.
Zero, I will remind you too that you could always try and call that number back that you have that called you to give you this job.
Oh, right, to my friend. Was that what the number was, or was it?
Well,
another...
it was to the mysterious voice that just said, "Do this assassination."
Okay, cool. Do I have?
It just comes up as unknown, but
okay,
it has an actual number.
This is different from Midnight's number. Midnight
Yes.
Prime.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Hey, I just thought of something. How would we feel if I just, talked to the people who gave me the job? That bad? Not good
Hey
idea?
man, this is your deal. We'll do whatever
I mean,
whatever you think is best.
realistically, calling the Shadow Organization to tell them that you're not going to do the thing before we verify if we can get support against them, maybe hold off on that. I would say.
Yeah. That sounds like a later.
Because if you tell them I'm not gonna do it, and then we try to go down there to talk to this guy, and they have somebody else take the shot, we're there, and that's just then we're patsies at that point. That's just a free layup for them.
Okay. Okay. With that being said, do we have an idea of how to talk to this guy? How do we know that we're even gonna get a word?
I mean, like I said, we got Archer Steele inside the compound. I mean, who doesn't love Archer Steele? He's got a standing reservation at the hotel the same day that the prince is supposed to be checking in. If we just happen to be, his bodyguard escorts to the hotel, and we kind of hang out until the prince gets there, hopefully we can get them to where they like each other, get in the same room, and then we let them know what's actually going on. That's the best case scenario I can come up with. If anybody else has any ideas, let me know.
I like that for getting in. That's good. It might not be the best idea to have Archer Steele have a closed door meeting with the prince, though. Like that might raise some eyebrows.
I mean, in terms of like just anybody that would be looking on from it, it's just a member of foreign royalty meeting with a movie star. It's not really that weird of a scenario. And also, once we get in the room with him and we tell him what we're actually there for and try to tell him what's going on, we can make it kind of clear that he's not Archer Steele. And then if people try to loop this back to Archer Steele having a connection to him and the real Archer Steele denies it, that doesn't really mean anything. It's not really going to impact us, I think, at the end of the day, either way. But
it's a
my
way in.
opinion on it.
Yeah. We need to worry about having an escape route in case things kind of spiral out.
Yeah, if we walk into the room and say, hey, we were hired to kill you. That's usually a deal breaker for most people.
Usually when things turn into what you might call a sticky situation.
This may be putting the cart before the horse a little bit, but if we do, or if Zero does specifically, have to unalive this particular person, what if we pin the crime on someone else?
That's not a terrible idea. I mean, it's always good to be able to cover our bases so we're not the ones reliable or responsible for it, in the long run. That's never a bad move.
I, in fact, know a giant pile of Drek who also happens to be a dwarf. So if Zero conceals his face if he takes the shot or, whatever, we just pin it on this other pile of Drek dwarf I know.
I mean, that's not a bad idea, but I think that's going to be like a last case, worst case type of fallback plan, which never a bad thing to have. Always a good thing to have. Worst case, last case. So, I think that is something we can definitely keep in our back pocket for if we end up having to go that route. But I mean, Otto, anything idea-wise of how we get in the room with this guy?
Not here. Maybe
we
walked off.
We walked off. Yes. I forgot you and Amaging Love walked off. That's my bad.
Yes.
That's my bad. Spider? Any?
If we're gonna try to talk it out, we need a way in, and it sounds like we at least have a way into the hotel. So, or we just take the shot. Two choices, two routes.
I think in order to see if this is gonna work, first and foremost, we're gonna have to talk to Loki about this because he's our Archer Steel. He's our way in the room with the prince in the first place. So we're gonna have to talk to Loki and get him on board. My thinking is once we have that, Loki looks like Archer Steel. We do me, Bear, Zero, Spider, security detail. We'll go in the room with him so that way we can all be there. Set up Amaging and Otto as the guys to cover our escape. So that way we can have them being able to help in case we need to make any type of drastic getaway. I think that might be the best setup for how to handle this. Anybody have any objections to that?
Sounds simple and solid. I like it.
All right, Bear and Spider, you guys hang out. Get the lay of the land here for Jotunheim. Feel free. If you go in the VIP lounge, use the brick to keep the door open. Otherwise, it will lock on you if the door closes again, and we don't want that to happen. So
we're intimately aware.
Okay, fantastic.
I used it actually. It's great.
It's. Did you like the double buckets? It makes sense, right? Toilet. Table, toilet.
Okay. Having this conversation, we'll switch back over to Amaging and Otto going off on their own here.
So I'm gonna, as I'm dragging him, I'm like, yeah, this is the door here, and I'm gonna like drag him in there and slam the door.
Yes.
Into where?
In my room.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna grab the box. Okay, what can you tell me about this?
It's a box.
Inside the box.
Oh,
I
sorry.
thought you were
Hold
smarter than this.
Still an asshole. Take it, open it up.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's the big old special bullet.
It's a bullet.
Yeah. No Drek. What can you tell me about it? I need a second opinion here.
Okay, calm down. Peer into the astral, no aura.
No aura.
Man,
if you had a chemistry background, maybe it would help you.
Could I roll magic knowledge?
Can I roll medicine?
To see if it's made out of a certain material?
You can roll... You would need metallurgy for that. It's not made of auric alchem. I know that's where you're going.
Okay.
I'll let you roll medicine with a higher difficulty. So you're looking at like target number 11.
Would
Yeah,
my
the-
college intuition drop that down at all?
Oh, your college education?
Yeah.
Can I default that?
No, you can't default
Okay.
that. I'll drop it to 10.
I'll take it. All right.
It's still really difficult.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It just looks like a bullet. I got my 5 was the highest.
Oh, then no. Just looks like a bullet with some weird liquid.
You're gonna help. I thought you'd be able to help me out here. Okay. Okay.
Listen, man, I know magic. I don't know chemistry. I mean, it's some type of light. Do you know any? Don't you have a doctor here? Maybe he might be able to identify it.
Oh, it's the best thing that's ever come out of your mouth. Come with me. I'm gonna drag him out of the room up to the doctor.
Okay. Yeah, Doc's still there.
Hey, Doc. How are you? You good? Good. Yeah. Hey, can you look at something real quick? Tell me what it could be.
Look at what?
Yeah. Well, actually, what? Hypothetically, what kind of chemical would kill a dragon?
What?
Yeah. What kind of chemicals kill dragons? Yeah, dragons, free spirits.
What?
Yeah.
I work with human anatomy. You realize
it's
right?
A research paper for his kid. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Research paper.
I don't know. Get me a dragon to autopsy, and then maybe I could tell you.
I'm not showing him this bullet.
Yeah. Okay.
I am not showing him this bullet. That is not happening.
Okay.
There's already too many people who know about this. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Well,
While you're handling it to get it to here, please roll me a quickness test. Because you're very jittery while you're moving around.
What's my target?
Well, you're a little sweaty and you're anxious. Let's be kind this time, and we'll just say target number 6.
Oh, thank you. 1 success.
Okay, you're putting it back in. You were about to show it to the doc. You clip. Oh god! Almost dropped the box with the lid open.
I'm gonna slowly put it
quick
back
close
in.
it.
Did you really almost just drop that?
No. What are you talking about? Everything was fine.
It really looked like he almost just dropped that.
I can't. Are you sure you're good with the box?
I'm fine.
Like maybe.
No, that's cool.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
we should go back downstairs and talk to everyone else.
Okay. And are you sure you don't want to show the doctor that now?
No,
knows-
show him what? Show him what? Huh? Show him what? Exactly. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab him again and drag him back downstairs.
Stop
And you
dragging
guys
me.
are still having your conversation, and then Amaging and Otto will bust back into the room.
Easy mode.
Yes.
Can I roll, now that we know some more about the target and everything, all the cards are on the table, can I roll metahuman politics?
What information are you trying to discern with it?
Anything else on this target that might possibly be useful?
That's very, very broad for metahuman politics. I mean, just generally having the knowledge in a basic knowledge roll, you'll find that he's not very active in like the meta humanity forum. He's far more active in like the environmental aspects, Greenpeace, dealing with the Native American nations. He doesn't leave the tier very often, so this whole trip is extremely out of character.
Kind of glad we're talking to him first.
As Amaging and Otto come back into the room, I'm just gonna. They come in and Kaze's just going, well, I never I never considered a third bucket, but if we bring in the third bucket, that just gives us so many more options of what we can do in the lounge with that. Oh, Amaging. Odo, how's it going, guys? Welcome back in.
Good,
Hope everything's going well.
How's a
real
bucket gonna
quick.
help us?
Listen, that's a separate conversation. So, had some breakthroughs, have some good news. Quick question. Currently sitting on the scenario of trying to get into the room with the prince by having Loki go all Archer Steel on him, and
Who?
see if maybe we can use that is before your time. Don't worry about it. I can tell just by looking at your face. So that's kind of the best case scenario that we've got going right now. Do either of you have any other ideas about how we might be able to get into the room with the prince outside of that?
Did you talk to Loki about this yet?
No, that's why we're asking to see if there are other options before we go to talk to Loki, because Loki's he's being Loki right now, so we're just trying to see if there's any other possibilities that we maybe hadn't considered about how we can get Zero into the room with the prince to be able to talk to him.
Besides sneaking in, which is probably a horrible idea, stopping him at the dock, all horrible ideas.
Right. Yes.
It should give us an awful idea too, but
Right. So as of right now, the best option that we've come up with is have Loki look like Archer Steel. We go in and pretend to be his bodyguards because he's Archer Steel, and see if we can have him casually, strike up a conversation with the prince and maybe be able to get into a room with him so that way we can tell him what we need to tell him.
Yeah,
we haven't been able to come up with any alternatives to that, so I just wanted to see if either of you guys had anything else that you think might be outside.
I have an
of that.
alternative. I don't know if it's a good alternative.
Yes, Odo, what do you got for us?
I'm disappointed in you, Chief.
What'd you call me?
Odo, that's your name, right?
It's Otto. Otto.
That's what I said. Odo.
Pretty sure that's not what you're saying.
Guys, does anybody else hear me saying this weird? It's Odo, right? That's what his name is.
I don't see what the issue
Sounds
is.
fine.
Totally.
what do you got for us, Otto?
Okay. Anyways, so like, listen. Okay, like really bad idea. Like I'm talking about like not a good idea, but it's an alternative.
Okay.
What if we just get like, some large explosives, strap it onto a chest, and be like, hey, if you don't have a conversation with me, I'll just frag and blow up everything. We could. I mean, listen, it's not a good alternative. But
Yes,
it's
Zero.
fair.
Yes, Zero. You.
I mean, so that is very threatening and it is very persuasive. That being said, we were told that the bullet that I was given is the only thing that can kill him.
True, but it will.
Sting a little bit, maybe, like singe the clothing at the very least.
How much does he care about other people? Like, does he have anyone like a wife he's coming with? Because like then
that's also fair. I mean, if he's coming with his own entourage, they're probably people that he's connected to or cares about in some capacity. So
I don't want to end up on
not directly holding him hostage necessarily,
Right,
but everybody else.
his loved ones.
Amazing. What's up? You seem like you have
I
an
don't
issue
want to
here.
end up on the 9 o'clock news for this.
Right. No, absolutely.
No, I listen. I was just saying it is a suggestion. Like,
hey,
it's not a good one. But
Hey, no such thing as a bad idea, except
Yeah.
that
was a
great idea. That's not a great idea. But
I'm gonna go.
no such thing as a bad idea. We're all ears.
I'm gonna go find Loki.
All right.
You guys keep on keeping on.
All right. So Zero, you're an explosives guy, right? Like, how hard would it be to just rig up like a vest that's got?
I thought I was an explosives guy, and then Claymore's, they confused
Hey,
the
listen.
hell out of me.
I mean, it only says this end out on one side of it. Anybody could have gotten confused by that. Man. I don't blame you.
That's what I stand by to this day.
I know, man. I'm glad you didn't stand by the
I'm gonna
front of
stick
the
to my
Claymore
guns, literally,
when we set it off, because
Yeah,
that would have been a terrible.
Maybe
case
down the
scenario.
road, maybe get a couple, just like practice them, set them up.
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, how expensive could a Claymore be realistically? I'm sure they're
And
just
we
laying
fade to
around.
black.
Okay.
Just so
on
we're
to
clear.
Amaging. Hang on, I need to check on one thing. So go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's up, Bear?
Oh, just so we're clear, the guy who suggested suicide bombing the target, I only met him like a week ago.
Right.
So we're clear.
Right.
He's got some radical ideas.
Listen,
Yeah.
It's an idea. You wanted an alternative. It is a alternative.
Yeah,
He gave us what we asked for. I mean, like I said, I just wanted. If anybody had any ideas, I didn't say they had to be good or viable ones. I just said any ideas.
Amaging, you go to open the door, and and you're staring at Loki.
Hey, we got.
Can I help you?
Yeah, we need to ask you something. Come.
I shut the door in his face.
I'm gonna open the door back up
It's locked.
from the outside. The door's locked from the outside. Wait,
Well,
is it
you
your
try to
room?
open it, and it's like rubber bands on the door.
Okay then. I'll relay this information to everyone else. Yeah, Loki doesn't want to talk right now.
Maybe give him some time. He's a little emotional right now.
That's one way to put it.
We got 2 days. Maybe he just needs like a day to relax, rest up a bit. He's kind of wound up.
Maybe we should get him dinner. Does anyone know what he likes?
Tacos? Huh? How do you guys like Taco Temple? I'm getting a bit of a mixed response. Like,
I mean, what do you guys normally do when he's like this? Like, what does he enjoy doing? Imagine you guys have been, you guys seems the closest, right? Just
let him cool off a little bit.
Okay.
I don't think the door's locked.
Okay.
So,
It's too many variables for our friend Mr. Loki, I think. We might be on our own.
As they're having this conversation, I'm gonna go in and go to Loki's door and knock on the door.
So the door opens before you get there. What do you want?
Well, what we want is to be able to talk out the new plan that we've come up to with the person who's supposed to be the one who's helping us with the plans going forward. But it seems like every time we come up with the plan that doesn't fit into this strange agenda that you don't want to let the rest of us in on, you just close yourself off to the rest of the team.
Oh,
that doesn't seem very
the
conducive.
agenda of not getting geeked by some kind of elvish hit squad or something like that. That kind of agenda. That's the one you're talking about.
That's
Because
exactly
I like
the
that
one that I'm
agenda.
talking
I
about.
like that agenda a lot. And
So when Zero came up to us and said, "Hey, I have to assassinate a elven prince," why was I the one who came up with the alternative option of what if we don't assassinate the elven prince?
Well,
why
Zero
didn't you
come up
suggest
to
that?
us and say anything about an elven prince. All he said was
That
some
is
kind
true.
of
We did
dignitary,
get
and
the
that's very
data.
different. That's a very
We got-
different thing, Kaze. And you know what?
We-
You've been very, very loose with that information, and I don't appreciate it. Okay, you went
And-
behind my back, did the exact thing that I expressly asked you to not do, put all of us in jeopardy. And it's not just us in terms of you and me and the other members of this team. It's all of those people out there. I have to worry about all of them. I have a lot of responsibility, and I don't appreciate you going behind my back like that and just being willy-nilly with sensitive information like that. Now I have a lot of other things I have to deal with. There's a lot of moving parts in this thing right now, and I've got to figure out how to keep everybody safe. So what's this new plan of yours?
Well, the new plan involves keeping everybody safe in
And
the sense of
make with it. Come on.
let's not assassinate the elven prince. The plan that we've come up with instead is trying to get him on our side to help us go against the organization that's targeting Loki, that's targeting Zero and using him. Because at this point, everybody's at risk as long as they're around regardless. They already know that Zero is involved with us. So at any point, they could come after Jotunheim whenever they want to, because it's not like they don't know where to find him. So the new plan is to get the prince to help us to try to stop that from happening. And the way that we want to do that is by having you impersonate Archer Steele, so we can take the reservation that you already have set up for the same day that the prince is arriving. We will go with you as bodyguard escorts and try to see if we can get to a scenario where you and the prince get in a room together so Zero can explain what's going on, and who we actually are to try to get him to help us in the long run. This would also help us establish contact and possibly a relationship with a foreign dignitary that could help to bolster what we've got going on here with Jotunheim, to help make us more of an attractive connection for them to have, rather than just be another gun out on the street doing whatever somebody hires us to do for any reason. And you know what? I apologize that I came into this situation hot. I know that you've got a lot on your plate, but to be perfectly honest, Loki, you got to talk to us, man. Like, you've got a lot that's going on your plate, and we're the team that's supposed to be helping you. We're the guys that are supposed to be here backing you up. And the most that we ever get from you is, I've got a new job, this is what we've got to do, and then a lot of naysaying. So we're trying to be all positive here, all helpful, and make sure that we're all on the same page. And I want that for all of us, yourself included.
Well, I gotta be honest, that is a pretty good plan.
Thank you. So the way that we've had it set up so far is, like I said, me, Zero, Bear, and Spider are going to come in with you as the group. We set Amaging and Odo into holding formation in order to make sure that they can help cover for the escape, and make sure that that's going to be all clear in case we need to make a quick escape should something horribly arise.
Odo's the new guy, right?
Yes, yeah, Odo's
Okay.
the new guy that came in with Bear and Spider. Mhm.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. But so far, that's the best plan that we could come up with. Odo also brought up the possibility of like a suicide vest hostage situation.
What?
I know I said no. I know I said no bad ideas, but that one's a little rough. I got to be honest.
I normally
Now-
will say that there are no bad ideas, but except for that one. Wow.
It's
okay.
like I said, it was a bit of a rough one. He's new. I didn't want to come off too harsh against the idea. I didn't, we don't want to put anybody down here.
Okay.
But if you have anything else that you would like to add to the plan or an alternative, this is the time. So if you were okay with it, will you come down, join the rest of the group? We'll talk this out as a group, figure out what we're gonna do.
Listen, I need some time to myself right now. Okay, I've been dealing with a lot. But that is a pretty good plan.
Okay, well, how about this? Take your time. We're gonna go grab some food. Do you want us to get you anything from Taco Temple?
No, I got some rations and stuff in here. I'll probably get something on the food line down there. I think it's about 45 minutes until supper for everybody. So I'll just eat with everybody else.
Bone broth is bubbling right now. Sounds good. It's almost ready to go. We got 2 days until we got to pull the trigger on this. So if you want to come meet, let's say we'll meet up tomorrow, talk it out, be able to figure out what we're gonna do, go from there. Sound like a viable idea?
I mean, sure. Like, it sounds like you've already got it all worked out, though. Like, I don't understand why you don't just move on it now. Like,
but again, you're part of this. We need you. So we need you to be here. We need you to be involved with us running this. You're going to be a key player in this. You are Archer Steel. You're our way into the room. We need you to be able to get us in with the prince so we can tell him what's going on and go from there. But we need you in this just as much as we need everybody else.
yeah, I think I'm good. And I'll shut the door in his face.
All right. I will go back to the rest of the group and just fill them in. Guys, talk to Loki. He likes the plan. He's down for the plan. Odo, sorry, man. Suicide vest, back burner.
Odo.
Way back burner.
No, that's
So,
fine. I wasn't.
Okay.
It was like I said. It was
okay.
It's Otto.
Yeah,
With an
that's what I said.
Okay.
So I think from here, Spider, you mentioned some taco temple. That sounds like a fantastic idea. Let's say we go get some grub, guys. Everybody in?
Okay, so your overall plan is to get Archer Steel into the hotel to talk to the prince when he arrives.
Yes.
So everybody is going to be at or near the hotel when the prince arrives.
Right. Yep. Me,
Okay.
me, Zero, Bear, Spider as the bodyguard entourage of Archer Steel, Amaging, and Odo
Okay.
playing defense on the back line.
Does anybody have anything they want to do in the remaining 36 hours ish?
Yes. I have a mask
Okay.
I need to spray paint black.
You can do that in like
Okay.
10 minutes.
I know. Just letting you know. That's
Fair enough.
This is
Anybody
important.
else?
I'm also going to make like black and white suits for the four of us, so we could be uniformed as looking like we would be bodyguards. So I'm gonna work on that for me and Zero and Spider and Bear.
I'm gonna
Okay.
pull out my own suit and just ask Kaze to take that in.
Okay.
And Spider, you're not wearing the evening gown I bought you?
Well, she's supposed to
Security,
be a
dude.
bodyguard, yeah.
No. No, I'm not. Security.
we gotta be formal for this.
Okay.
So
Anything,
I'll make the
anything else?
uniforms
Anybody?
for us.
Any?
Move into
absolutely
Jotunheim.
anything else?
I'm gonna go down to
Besides that.
the Loki Sanctum, and I'm gonna give Zero the bullet back, and then I'm going down to the Loki Sanctum, and I'm gonna start reading that book I bought on initiation.
Okay.
Okay, two things.
Okay.
Whatever vehicle we take, I want to take the Mamma Jamma and put in the trunk or whatever. And then last
Yep.
thing I want to do is finalize the
Just as a
to-go
backup, just in
kit
case.
for my rifle.
Okay.
To bring it along.
Well, you guys can complete all of that. We can fast forward
Yeah.
the 2 days. Since you're not setting up on the routes, I assume you're all just going directly to the hotel.
Yep.
Okay, so some
That's
of
my
you will be
understanding.
you'll have to go in 2 separate vehicles, most likely. So you've got the one that that Bear has, and then you have the
Nasher.
drive-by car.
Drive-by car's name is Nasher. So easy. All right. I'm gonna need you to make a note for that, please.
Okay.
Because
If Loki's pretending to be Archer Steel, he should ride in the nicer car.
Well, it'll be day of that you're doing this. And you guys get all set. You're down at the cars. There's no Loki.
Is there an Archer Steel around?
I feel like we're missing something.
Yeah, where's Loki? You guys check his room? Did anyone is he sleeping in?
Amaging?
I haven't seen him. I can call him.
Did anybody go to his room
That'd be
to get him?
Yeah, I'll go do that.
Okay.
Go bang on his door.
Right as you go to hit the door opens. What?
Are you ready?
Ready for what?
Can I actually project?
Yes.
Is this Loki?
You mean perceive?
Oh yeah, perceive. Yes. Is this Loki?
I don't know. You can project too if you want and just fall
Nah.
over right in front of it.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna perceive. Is this
Okay.
Loki?
Yeah, same aura.
Same aura?
Same aura.
What?
Did you don't remember the plan?
Oh yeah, no, I remember the plan.
Okay, are you coming with us? Or are you
No.
meeting us there?
No, I never agreed to any of that. Kaze
Yeah,
just assumed that I was gonna be down with this whole thing. Listen, Amaging, I love you, buddy, but I've got people over here. I've got Flounder running off, botching up jobs, and I've got to go clean it up. I've got attack helicopters. I've got Manchurian candidate, secret agent type things going on around here. And now we're talking about royal assassinations. I don't want any parts of this. I mean,
Kaze said you're good for this.
no. He assumed that. I said I was good, and I shut the door. I said, "No, I'm good." Like I don't want any parts of this. I just
I'm gonna call him Kaze.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Kaze,
doing
you're
this
down
here.
by the car. Your phone rings. It's Amaging.
Yes.
Yeah, he says he's not good for this. He's not coming.
Why?
Yeah, that was my thought. He said he's good and shut the door in your face. He says he wants nothing to do with this.
Okay. So. Plan B?
Now it's day of, so what are you gonna do?
Well, we can make a vest real fast.
I can talk our way in, maybe.
Actually, Bear, no. Because I have all the money, and it's tied to a name that will get us on Gray's radar. So we can't do that.
I mean, what if we just like walk up to the dude?
Hey, I'll be down in a second. I hear them, brain trust. Let's go.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, at this point, just walk up to him is what I would like to refer to as Plan C. I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't get to Plan C, because I don't really think that that's going to work in our favor in the long run here.
Fair.
Well, maybe I grease some palms and get us in as said wealthy philanthropist willing to make donations to an environmental charity of his cause. And we just don't do that. Like I can lie and say that we're going to do that. Like, I mean, who's walking in, with the check already written? You're gonna do something with like a big check on the trid.
Right.
You're not gonna do that back door. So
Right.
I talk our way in as with an offer to do this thing, and then we change the subject to our friend here was contracted to unalive you.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's probably gonna be our best case scenario at this point. Given the Loki situation. Guys, hang on for me one sec real quick, and I'm gonna go to Loki's room.
I'd like
Knock
to
on the door.
I'd like to ask Zero a question while he's gone. After you run off, Kaze. Hey, Zero. What about calling that number now?
Yeah, what's up?
It's 11th hour. If we can't get in,
Yeah. It is. Here, and the other thing I was considering is mentioning the organization I may or may not be hunting or being hunted by, and then showing them the bullet without guns, just like, hey, we were told to take you out, and this is proof of that, because
Yeah,
we
that
we
might
don't know what it
get
does,
him
we
on our
just know
side
it's going
pretty
to
quick.
kill you, and here's the proof. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's physical evidence, and I know an organization that he may or may not be privy to. I can still call them.
Hold
though.
off
I
on
can still call
calling
this number. It's not connected
until
to
we
them
try
as far
to
as
get
I
in.
know.
Let's try to get in. Let's try to talk to the guy. If it fails colossally, then call him.
If you're alive.
All right. If any of us are alive at this point, this is gonna a bit Drek up.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Cool.
You've got a few hours.
Yeah, I go up and I'm gonna knock on Loki's
Well, he's
door.
Kaze was gonna talk.
Gets to the first
Kaze was talking.
Sure. You're about to knock and the door swings open.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I thought that was the plan. What's going on?
I don't know why you would think that was the plan. I'd never agreed to any of that.
Because I brought it up to you. I brought up these points about how in order to keep Jotunheim safe, it's going to be in the beneficial favor for all of us to have you help us out doing this job, when most of the time up until this point, every job that we've done has been to help you and get Jotunheim off the ground and get this all going. And now that we've come across the one job that isn't about you or Jotunheim, suddenly you're out.
Yeah,
And I just don't understand.
I gotta tell you, I never agreed to any of this, and I think the best way to keep Jotunheim safe is for me to just not even be involved with it. I gotta tell you, Kaze, every time you need my help, it's all flowery words and all this kind of stuff. But the minute that something happens and I get a little bit upset about things going haywire, you're trying to have an intervention and you're talking to me about my attitude. You're inviting people to move in without even asking me. I honestly, I don't really appreciate any of that. And you seem like you've got it together and you got a great plan. And it doesn't seem like you really need me. And if I'm not needed, I don't know why I'm even involving myself in this job. So why don't you go ahead and knock this one out? You got this. I believe in you.
I mean, we could have had these conversations about these people moving in if you would have been there physically for us to have this conversation.
Just invite new people to move into some place that's not even your home. I mean, you have your little apartment or whatever it is, that you got your own thing going on. I understand that. This is my thing over here, and maybe you overstepped a little bit there, without even asking. I'm just saying, a little bit. Yeah, I'm out on this one, man. You don't need me, remember? So, have fun. Good luck.
Okay. I'll go back down to the rest of the group.
Okay.
So yes, Odo.
So Loki is a no-go?
Loki is a no-go, and also made it very clear that apparently I was overstepping my bounds in saying that you guys were able to stay here. So I guess that's going to be a conversation that you'll have to have with Loki going forward. Worst case scenario, I do have another location that would be available. You guys can stay there. Nobody's there right now. Nobody's going to ask questions. So if we need that, I do have that for you, and I would still like to honor that portion of our agreement that we had. So if need be, we can look into that. After this is done, I feel like the three of you are probably going to need to have a conversation with Loki on your own and figure out what you guys want to do at that point.
Fair enough. So about this job, okay, so now, obviously original plan not working out.
So plan C?
That was the bombs, right?
No.
Sorry.
No, plan C was just try to walk up to him and tell him what's happened and see if maybe that'll work out.
Right, but do we need to talk to him? Does that benefit us?
I mean,
really?
So in the long run, the hypothetical of talking to him is to try to see if we could get support from him to help us be able to take out the organization that Zero was previously working for, because the assets of a prince would be pretty helpful in that endeavor one way or another. So that was more of the hope coming out of this. I mean, we could just not do it and we could just go to Taco Temple again and just call it a day. But it seemed like it would be more beneficial for us in the long run to try to see if we could get outside support that would be able to help us with what's going on with Zero, because Loki's made it abundantly clear that he's not interested in what's going on with Zero. So I'm taking this upon myself at this point to help us out with this.
Okay, fair enough.
I'll talk our way in.
Well, okay. Hold on.
How hard would it be just to get a reservation at the hotel?
They were already booked up. We can't get in. They're pretty exclusive hotel to a specific clientele, which is why I was hoping that the Archer Steel was gonna be the way to grease it in at that case scenario. But
what about, as much as I hate it, how about buying the reservation that Loki had from him?
Take that up with Loki. That's not necessarily a terrible idea, but if we're going to be able to get in there or get the registration or get it changed over to the alias name for Bear here, if we want to have him be the one to try to get us into being able to talk to the prince, that's not a terrible idea, but you'd be the one that have to talk to Loki about that. I don't think he wants to talk to me anymore today.
Okay.
I'm just saying, it feels like we're going to the bank to ask for a loan without giving them a reason why they should give us a loan. Yes, okay, we can show them that we are part of a secret organization trying to kill him or whatever, but he's not gonna care. I mean, it's not like we have any evidence on how we can stop. We don't have a way to put his assets to use.
Mhm.
I mean, we're just like, hey, you want to help us? Sure. How can I help you? Good question.
I mean, our way to put the assets to use is zero. You know, he worked for the organization. He still has connections to them.
Oh, okay.
If we
okay.
can use that as a potential lead, we might be able to track down where they're currently operating out of.
Okay.
And he knows the people that we would be fighting against, so he has that information. He would know what to look out for. What would they try to set up as a trap for us? Where would they try to assassinate us if they're just going to try to take us out?
Okay.
So we have him as a knowledge base, which is a bigger asset than anything else that we could bring to the table.
I wasn't sure if it was just like they
Right.
called Zero every now and then to give him a job. I didn't know how intertwined everything, was.
Right.
But,
No, for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
No, yeah, he was full in.
Okay.
If Zero ever asks you to watch Carl Combat Mage, say no. It's that kind of situation.
It's not even accurate. Well, Zero, how do you feel?
Good.
I mean, what do you want?
Really good.
It's still your job. I mean,
I am pretty devastated, to be honest. I thought he had our back in this, but
I mean, maybe you should go talk to him. I mean, it seems like we have a lot of like
you guys are burning
middlemen.
You can keep trying to go talk to Loki, but then you're going to miss your opportunity and window to be able to make it to the
we do
hotel.
not have time.
And we fast forwarded the 2 days.
We had
I asked everybody what they wanted to do. They told me
I'm
we are now pressed up on for time. So make your decisions.
My only decision I have to make is that I want to take the bullet, walk up towards the guy and let him know what's the situation. I think honesty is the best policy at this point, and what's the worst that could happen? They shoot me. Like, at this point, I need something moving forward, and this is not it. So I'm willing to go in without any sort of protection.
Listen,
Guy seems like the
Zero,
real deal,
I already
and I
told
think
you,
he'll understand.
I'll
the
be there in
gravity
the
of
room with you if you want me
situation.
there. I know that you're not saying that any of us need to go in with you, but if you want me there with you, I'll go in there with you. But if you want to do this on your own, I'll be outside on the bike waiting for you.
No, I want everyone. Everyone can come in. They can stay outside.
I can give you
if they
some
want to.
support
I know Otto has
spells, but
kids, so we
I'd
have to
rather
keep that
be
in
as
mind.
far
I'm
as
not trying to
possible from the
jeopardize.
situation.
You
I mean,
be across the street.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be within the area if needed, but I'm not. No offense, I don't really know you guys. I'm not intervening unless I absolutely have to. But I can give you my support through spells.
Amaging, do you want to hang out with Odo, or are
Understood.
you coming in with us? What's the plan?
I'm with you, Zero. We got to stick together.
All right, before we leave,
Bear and Spider, are you going in? Are you going to go in? Or are you going to
Spider,
hang out?
did you
across
have
the street?
something?
Nope. I'm gonna stay with Otto across the street.
Okay.
It's Odo. Just.
Oh, Odo, I'm so sorry. Excuse me. I've been saying your name wrong this entire time. Odo, I'm so
sounds
sorry.
the same. I don't understand. what
It's the
issue
same
is.
name,
It sounds the same to me.
Bear.
And, good luck, Bear.
I'm gonna get him in,
Okay.
or I'm gonna try.
All right.
All right, I will give an earpiece to Spider and Odo before we leave, so that way we
Okay.
have communication.
All right. You guys take off to the hotel.
I'm gonna make sure Kaze's driving,
Okay.
and I'll be in the back like a rich guy.
Sure.
Can I cast some spells?
Yeah. What do you want to cast?
Okay, I am putting deflection on Kaze, Amaging, and then Zero, and we're just gonna go down there until I cannot cast spells anymore.
Wow. That's a lot of sustaining. All right.
Oh yeah, you know. So Kaze, you have +2 dice to dodge, and Otto has a bit of a headache, a bit of a nosebleed.
Okay. You get across the street. So Otto and Spider are kind of across the street away from the hotel, and Bear, Zero, Kaze, and Amaging, you're all going inside.
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll
Yeah,
just
you can
kinda
walk. You can
hang
walk
out-
inside the hotel.
hang out in the lobby. Just kind of
Maitre
stood up on
D
the side.
is still there, like behind the desk.
Mhm.
He looks very frazzled. Okay, yeah.
I want to make sure that I was able to grab the bullet
Okay.
I give it back to you.
Yeah.
from Amaging because I don't know if
In
he
the-
announced that he gave it back.
In the time leading up to this, you would have gotten it back.
Okay.
All right, so you have that. The maitre d' is sweating bullets. It looks like he's red in the face, been running around and everything. Sees your group walk in. Gentlemen, I'm terribly sorry. I don't think. Do you have a reservation? We're very booked up right now.
Lower your voice. Lower your voice. We're just here for a meeting, not looking to stay.
Sorry,
We're
our
meeting a
conference
guest.
rooms are in use at the moment. I don't have any.
Excuse me. Do you not know who this renowned art critic and philanthropist is? Do you know who you're talking to right now?
No, should I know who I'm talking to right now?
Listen, sir, we are here because we are waiting to meet a dear friend of ours. Maybe you know him. His name is Archer Steele. We know that he has a reservation for coming in today. And so we are here simply taking time out of a very busy schedule to be able to make sure that we can greet him as soon as he gets here. And that way we can get out of your hair. We don't want to take up any more of your time. And also, I'm going to open my jacket and then pull out a bottle of water and hand it to the maitre d' and just go, hey man, you look like you're having a rough one. All right, take care of yourself. We don't want to cause any troubles. We're just gonna wait here silently for our friend to get here.
Roll me etiquette. All right. So maitre d' just kind of just sets the bottle of water aside. I don't know if the particular guest that you're asking about has arrived yet. If I could lead you into our fine waiting room and you would just wait a moment and I can research and find out, and then
we managed to call him on the way here. We know that he's still on the way. That's why we figure we'll just wait. We know that he's on the way already, so
very well. He will escort you off into like a separate waiting room. It's got some plush chairs and tables, and there's some decanters of water.
Can we still see the lobby from where we are, or is it like an enclosed room off to the side?
It's more like an enclosed room. Like you have sliding doors that go into this room.
As we come into the room, as soon as the maitre d' leaves, I'm just gonna go, guys. I'm gonna stand out in front of the door to make it look official. As soon as I see the prince come in, I'll come back, give a knock. We'll bring Zero out, let him go up and do his thing, go from there. Everybody good? His name is Sean. I don't remember the last name. I'm going to be honest. I did not take a note on that. That's on me. Does anybody have the last name? Lafferty?
Was that correct?
Sounds right.
I think it's Lafferty.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I have photogenic memory, so I remember.
Convenient.
So your memory looks real good, like.
It's Sean Laverty.
Laverty. Okay.
All right. So Kaze goes to stand outside. You guys are sitting inside, just sitting, hanging out. When Zero, your phone will ring. Comes up as that unknown again.
What's the ID? I'm saying, heads up, this number's pretty significant. Things might get weird. Just heads up.
I'm gonna turn on my ears. The shotgun microphone.
So you can hear the conversation.
Very cool. I'm gonna answer.
Okay. There's a long pause, and you hear kind of a gruff voice on the other side of the line. I see you are at the location.
Can I help you?
Are you there to take the shot?
What if I am?
Then you would be doing a brilliant service
I should have mentioned that immediately. I started speaking Russian because I immediately started noticing the tone.
Uh-huh.
Is that right, Father? Doing a good service to our country. To you.
I only am saddened that you may have missed your window.
Why is that?
You assume I don't have eyes, yes? Just because I am old now.
I'm well aware of your influence. But I think your intel might be lacking because regardless of how the rest of this mission plays out, you haven't seen me in some time, and it appears you're underestimating my abilities.
My son, I have not doubted you to do what you have seen fit since that day that you walked away from me. It's good to know that I can still count on you. До свидания, мой сын. And then he hangs up the phone.
Cool.
We cut to outside at this same moment that the phone gets hung up. Spider, you and Otto are standing outside when there is suddenly a brilliant flash that comes from the hotel, and you watch the third top of the hotel just explode. It explodes, and then part of the hotel seems to crumble in on itself. And that is the end for tonight. До свидания, мой сын. Да. Plan 7 is now in effect. Contact our operators in Seattle and give them the green light. Here are the profiles on the marked patrons: Sephiroth, Suzy Q, Crimson Gecko, Frank, and the Rogue 404. Be sure to inform our operators to check the usual Matrix link for further information.